na meka say oh say Pluto or square Mars nti no wodi agora nkwanhyia wɔ hɔ wodi agora atɔrɛnkyɛm wɔ hɔ ana we no we don't say it because we want to just say it for fun. Yɛka because we are hoping say also ube use saa energy no na wo de aboa wo ho. And how do you use that energy to help yourself? For example, to say me say under that Pluto transit, no me hwɛ na baby da wo me chart mu enya obi frɛ wo sɛ bra baby a, and then you have this feeling say oh we dey menye interna na wagyae. You don't let the thing happen and so waka say oh me kra me kai sɛ me kɔ no na ɛyɛ me sɛ nka mengyae na mengyae. Well, yes, sir, not just say, oh, my energy, no crime money use. Oh, you are not using the energy. But almost say, yeah, say, who are dear kakra, uti me bende energy, no money suit, be a ye. So during times when chaos war on, now also what show me ye kakra. Thank you for asking me, but I don't know. I think I'm okay. Me ankasa de, I barely get sick. I've never, I don't remember the last time I malaria and I'm and I say I don't remember, but yeah, one of the things I constantly I have me say my breath because they say me sunny say it run a joy me ban of the mensaye pillow, so she will just lay on my arm or prayer no koba or besanya befa or prayer no koba. So sometimes it's harder for me to just yedi afi me sorry ana say me nsana ye say nkwa bia nheda enimo enti no yedru ho no mu bio ho yedru bra ya say TikTok people start to make a lot of posts about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, they are not one of the most popular transits in astrological calendar. No, it drew honoma akra nim say Mercury konechi and Mercury retrograde. Now, what happens is that when say you share planet your friend Mercury now. In astrology, Mercury ni ruli ye kasa. Se me ne wo kasa yi. Ekwan a me fa so kasa. Enema ya me dwene ho. To say the me thought process ni mpo no ne me dwene. Ni nyina no usually ye Mercury. Me say me Mercury was Sagittarius. Sometimes me jina ho no mo na me ne me nko a me ho na edi nkomo na me sere. Sometimes I can just talk about something with myself and then laugh out loud like that because Sagittarius is very funny. It's a name crana a huno Sagittarius or the biggest theory. It is a Mercury was Sagittarius. Usually, you don't really take things serious. Oh, I'm funny, might be serious, sir. Inti yen Mercury kakra. It is Mercury was Saja. Sa na eti o mfa na ema serious. Obe hu se nkofo mo ye comedic about every situation. Obe kono na webu ahwema aka ne nan. Obe ka atwere we say hu se me nan na ye say ase ja abemu pa. Say dey ase my yes sexy. You would think that oh nipa no bi oyare na. As oh yeah rough no, you won't understand why. A lot of the time, na Jupiter really nipa no ne Mercury no. Mercury so ye kwan a ye fa so kasa. E kwan a ye fa so edwene. Kwan a ye fa so Pisces Mercury no. Yeah, most of the time, these people are telepathic. Ne die ni nyina koye say also na everything about them is dreams and because Neptune is really Pisces and a lot of the time so they communicate through their artwork because Pisces Mercury na ya onta mpeso be kana asem or to say Scorpio Mercury no obeka na no atum onta mpeso obeka na asem iti Pisces Mercury no ya o the art ne nnwom ne ade na o de express ne ho. So a lot of the time no nka hwe nkyere wo mpa na say bia nipa no painting na o de ekohwe ni painting no be hu say a reflection of Pisces Mercury no ne thoughts. And these people a lot of the time they they don't really have I say the trimone to say insuo because Pisces is obviously water. So there is no place obejina. It's in a thought near fluid. Until they can just spend time being sad and overwhelmed about a near be and shada near that serious. But inside their mind, no, inside their thoughts, no, Pisces money ye baby. Until me, they are easily depressed. People with Pisces Mercury na ya omo ye easily the arewo kesiye bi an unexplainable type of arewo bi mu say ehye ne so eda ne so ohun ne oye na arewo na chichire no. And Scorpio so oye secret on kana asem Scorpio Mercury otisa. But one thing is that Scorpio Mercury oye vengeful and say Scorpio Mercury obie na no a na no no te se ne obo obi dua. So a lot of the times the things that they say no manifest into yeah ebia na anya say ne waka no nso na esi but make us say coincidence. So for example ebia obi bewu na Scorpio shia no na ka say wo de ne wa ye die asa ochina ponto de bia ade be china nipa na wu ni ogina ho be ka say ono na ka asa ade anchine ntina wakowu no ba nipa no obewu dada. The Scorpio has that ability to feel enema na ebesi no it is a Pisces and water signs ne saa na omotie Scorpio Cancer Pisces saa na omotie eya na omowo saa intuitive gift no bibi besi a sometimes they don't know why it ebi oho no ma wo school no se wo a lot of Scorpio or chat man na ase ebi a obeware na wukuno no wa mfesika kra mba wo de be hyemu na se obufu a wo be yeni se wo be hu say you marry the same type of bema na wo dwene ho wo wutrim no be ka se bia oni amedwin ye nti na mehia no da bi but ya adwin no or the ability to fish out sa future events no sa na Scorpio ene Pisces mo no omotie but Sagittarius Mercury dey te se me say me dey mention da am fa bibia serious sa. Although me were lot of Scorpio on me chart, sometimes I cut off certain situations me ade, but a lot of the time no be or one can say yes serious but me dey yes serious. Stories in my life be anka obi krati or because but when I call my friend right now and I'm talking about it, we will just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. I don't really sleep with my troubles. Me mfanye bibia. And I say Capricorn and so Capricorns they are very serious. In fact, say we Mercury no Capricorn and da. A lot of the time no mo ye nkwala o mo kasa o mo te se mpanyimfo. Obi ho se sa akra no wadi be 1 year mpa. Obi na no abeka so obi nana bi obi papa bi obi ancestor bi tetetete na waba. And yeah, almost so much no because these people no because so much make us mpanyin mu nti no do baby a na obie na no a ye mana konwa ye koka asem wo baby a na ye sidi echi na ye nkoka na di anim na ye nkoka. So that is their gift. A lot of that Capricorn energy na manipa no the expression no ye very wise. Ema nipa no as obie na no a kasa no eye pa na omo na ya ye kasa omumu ade wo astrology mo no Gemini with a touch of Aries Sagittarius because Sagittarius no ono si o kan okre ono de o kan no kre but sometimes no kre no kan ye nsem funko na o kan de akre a lot of the time they just talk anyhow. Now especially Omasa Jupiter ne really past no obeka asema okasambasa na upon baby Gemini is where you no feel so no nim nyansa ni nyina no feel say as far as all the Gemini no Mercury any ruling Gemini enti say ye kan komodie kasa ye sene ye dwene ne ade ani nyina na Gemini na ekran like ono na say dwuma ni na eso no but Gemini so full so as far as Mercury ne ruling me de me nim nyansa chen obi a enti ne me meka no eno ano no wunji ndi a wa wasema It's, sometimes it's harder, you cannot reason with them because they think they know everything. It's when they kasakre, you or no general on forward. Geminis are like that, especially say no ni ruling the Mercury sa na ya omoye. Ena Libra de eno na ye kase wa anu hwam. A lot of the times a Venus ni ruling me say me wo Venus for my second house, which is obviously ruling my truth. It is a Venus ruling with truth. A lot of the time no kasa for de. I remember when I was at school. One day I called a radio station. My free radio station, no me program na me free. The man was just on and on and on. I mean, all that he wanted me to do was just keep talking because he kind of loved my voice or do my voice. And sometimes people will say, why don't you do music? Why don't you do that? Because when Venus ne Mercury be share or man ne no yede, a lot of the time we share be ma eyo kasa te se oba most of the time no nipa no ni Venus. Venus na ruling in Mercury, or that Venus is seated in the communication house. Ebanisa na nipa no ne kasa no yede. Enti o say ye wo nkofo bi wo radio so a onya aba na o sha ase so o kasa obetimi atie o mu the whole day. You never get tired. But obi o so ba ya na o say hey na wa flip it down no. And ten, you just don't want to listen to them because you think they are noisy. Enti ayaso e no so stimulate what you want to hear. Almost say to say be a Sagittarius would want to hear bibia like expansive, be motivating or driving or near day, and they don't mind the noise. Sagittarius ne Gemini, they can sleep in a gambling house. Baby, I want ye they gamble or honomo ye near or they can be there and feel comfortable. But baby, I gamble no what the Gemini puts now unless say Gemini no near maybe unkoye one a chat and so but no Capricorn, sorry. What the Capricorn call no ma Capricorn say funny say we a Gemini and now we a Sagittarius what for ne Capricorn ena monam ena makodu baby aye to chacha wo Gemini no Capricorn no de sika ni na bete won socks ni mu ubisa ne kra say upiska ni bia wo de begambo beka so ni bi on farm because these people they are very good with planning finance enti o Mercury ni so e na kire na eme ya opese wusua enti te say o Mercury wo Capricorn you can do well being a financier obetimi manage nkofo sika you can do business sika nkasa related you can learn commerce because no ni ade a opese wukosua te say me say right after my first degree I totally don't have any interest in learning again, like that traditional university kind of thing. I don't want it. Right after my first degree, I did me more interest in this astrology near my related to your life, because like I said, me Jupiter was Sagittarius, me Mercury was Sagittarius. And whenever Mercury was Sagittarius, nipa nipe, eniyema yes, spiritual, eniyema no, and I say eniyema sa esoteric, eniyema ye different. Like sometimes in Pono you see that me say, I don't like, and yes I don't like it. So because I don't like it see me very way bad kakra. To say me say I love foreign music, and I have my type of foreign music that I want. And it's so funny that saying astrology, can say Rebecca say me your mind before because there was a Ghana need was sorry, I would see Ghana nyom na streamia senanka musician no so when yebi now no so when yaka krawo. But me I don't know. I have never been able to listen to say be a Ghana nyoma meka se metie mama tina se me ho atomi. I have never been able to do that. all of the time, I'm listening to foreign music. Me tie indie folk music, and my kind of music so is so slow and steady. And because it's a me Mercury ni wo Jupiter, it is in mutual reception with me Mercury no is in mutual reception with me Jupiter, so it's like they go hand in hand. Eti me tie nnwoma, most of the time me pe nnwoma poetic. Me pe nnwoma, it is teaching me something. I do. Me pe jazz, me pe indie folk music. I love lofi. Me pe the kind of nnwom na me pe no. Se obi kra besra me a, obeka say I dey also born nnwom a enkwa nim sa, because we say like most people, especially Gemini. I remember last time Madam for Gemini na Mako Beach na osi ono so pese opie nti no obefa me. And then he drove to me. As soon as obefa me na wa sha ase so born nnwom be na obo. Said my head, and then it was so noisy, and then he was bouncing by the stair like that. And metiwonyina the way na mejama, and where he also baby our mom is sign kokotna yeneswa. I say a roof a hill be. I think that people who live around wage and no more no more Freddy BB village will top one more. I say what's a while you can see the entire wage and so I feel me could do also one of me so more point and then all of a sudden I say me soon swimming in there Johnny free me cause I didn't like where I was. And then as soon as I see me now, then I had to turn on my music. Me usual one na energize me no. I needed to go back to them again. But I say Gemini and Sag, they are all fun. Gemini and Sag, Gemini say obi nyini edu se dem kra na baby am kwala edi agro esane ade obi hu se still opeso okoho. And Sagittarius is so to say, so they also want to have the fun. But to say, me say, with some Mercury in Sagittarius, still now it takes me to places calmer places even crass a Meko Beach in Puna in Nipado, so I don't like that kind of beach. So usually Meko Beach Monday, Meko Beach Tuesday, on days where people in New York is. And then you see that Taurus, everything about Taurus is food and comfort. And Taurus, a lot of the time, so be Mercury, Taurus, they do well running a business, a year, and then they can learn in Numa, say Uranus spread and hope batano na baby or dani ya. They can do BBT said dietitian, also more dietitian, cosmetic surgeons, cosmetologists, they can do it. And when Mercury is also there, one of the things very beautiful about Taurus Mercury, your more patience. Yeah, these people, they can wait for you to rant and rant and rant and rant before I'll become a kubino or train will be you. And in Tiaya, Yakasi moon and say it's exalted in Taurus because all patience, it will be able to wait on you. A bet train or bet tonebo, a bet train. And one thing you don't want to play with, a Taurus nedriane. Wouldn't him nasa would in nedriane dia gra or never was. But to say Ubisa Leo, no, when Mercury is in Leo, Mercury akesesem. Or no na or ye unim near me to penway. You can't buy it, my friend. Just look at my shirt. And sometimes say Mercury in Leo. Obetimi aka sometimes near all can inquire no creo, but obi abeka so num. Because you see that Leo, they cannot hide themselves. Until where Leo that will chat anymore. Bibi anywhere obetimi dey see in that space. They say me say Leo and my first house. My first house you ruled by the sun. And because I said my first house you ruled by Rihanna, me co school from nursery to a himfa. Sometimes me nam chroma no be framing. I don't know who the person is, but they know me. They always know me. Menye bibia so, but still they know me because when the sun is your ruler, enya ade a odi wo besie, baby a se leo no, oda wo second house a obehu se kwan a wo fa so nya wo sika no, eda baby a obi a nim, se da waware fie a na waware na be social media marriage. It's a marriage that everybody know. And then on marriage ni mpo no, enipa ni bi wo ho no me ya mo say these days no, I think some of these TikTok teachers will say, I don't know where to place them, but a lot of them no oma ye life coaches, oma ye I don't know, it's a lot. And then these people have been telling people that, you know, when you look at how marriages are, men worry, our the papa, men worry. But listen, astrologically, you know, some people, molak, tied to mawari. I'm not talking about people that are struggling to marry. A lot of the time, no, they have nothing. Lack tied to marry because our lack tied to marry. But sometimes your luck is not tied to the marriage, especially almost as 1991, 92 for no. Because say mono dodo na muni papa. Enye in a bad way, but in terms of your upbringing, no, Momodo Duana na papa nka ho. Momodo Duana was a single parent home, a democrat not na ade. And because of that, you know, I say almost say wouldn't papa will fee. Now we'll share any more so be beje wo mkwanko be ba be you free with tibia ni mo a. Eya da bia na wo dream say bia be ma mom will be the best way a wo benya saa wa hoto no. Ana say bia aware no na wo benya saa wa hoto ni wo mu. Enu nti na saa mo no abrabone ma aware no ekwa echire aware ne ma ekwa abrabone ma ne ekwa echire just so you will not have to lean on the marriage only ni was so but obe find wo ho first ube jai say wo hwehwe obi ma na be yi we free wo ha wo mu no na afi wa we di kan yi wo ho free wo ha wo ni mu na wo yi wo ho wie a ansa afi we hia relationship a yema wo. It's a no, you have to first make your money, have a career, have stability, answer and no become more like tied to marriage in any way. For example, 1985, 86, Molaka no and yet tied to marriage. And these relations, no, a lot of you, I'm not saying all of you, a lot of you, and then 1992 for Nessosa, 1972 for Nessosa, and then where anyway, and my main have me brain, you know, and you know, but any part of the one, and especially a man, most of the time, you know, your lack, ewa brabumono, tied to our way. Enti say obi ewo TikTok na obeka kire wo say men worry because na de nipa battery more than omo ye aboniful omo and then you start to follow these teachers. I think that in the end no wow be regret because you realize that enka brabono or handi over na ebeboa but you decided to choose obi foforo adwen ne niema. Listen, what thing can say was say worry now open there. Don't be afraid to pursue it. I'm not talking about people that almost struggle to be married. I'm talking about people that what say hunch, you know, you have that hunch within yourself that you would need to get married because most people their life will improve after marriage, you know. Stability beba, amunidie beba, abrabone be expande after that. And then there are people they don't necessarily need the marriage, you know. And ma obi TikTok message nya wo say nipa we ase nyina anye enti no won worry. Believe me, there are better people out there. Enkofo honoma, they are better. They've learned, they've grown, they've healed. Oma yomo ho adwuma they understand what they want. All that they need is to meet up and then be with somebody. Men Jane say because life in Ankasano, if you look at it, a quite be a obefano, a challenge kakra, baby. It doesn't necessarily mean say because it's so be the saying also the yes. It's almost like now everybody is listening to TikTok near money so much. Almost at first say knowledge, say endorse. But it turns out to say so it is becoming a problem because a lot of the things people spend the time to write here for you, it is really not helping at all. It's why I would think so be your man. Because when we are looking at your lack activation, obi on my no, ne lack no is only activated after marriage. Obi on ne lack ne activated after childbirth. Awo. Into be se nipa no onishe, onisika, onishe, ono ampo nanka, baby obeda mpo na yedin. But the moment this person has a child, owo akra na be, obi se na bibia attending around the person. And there are some of you our no na we here because life nankasa will say be our lack in it is activated by yourself, not somebody else. Obi or one ne activated by the marriage. Obi or one ne activated by higher education. Enti no say woka se wo school ne because nkofo kokra wo hu ne omode ya you miss out on what lack no in this life. Again, obi ohonoma ne lack ne activated as soon as obekọ religious places. Enti obi ohonoma sometimes call spiritual places, religious places. Obi say adenti na call spiritual place, call religious place. Udi ewunim nyansa say yes asofo ya azanti. Don't listen to them. Listen. Because some of you Molak will only be activated the moment ube see a spiritual place. And ube who say ube kosa bia ne bebano after some time na wo niema sha say koyi obi wo hono ma le lack ne be ya activated say otu ekọ foreign place enye ni nyina na ya outside the country sometimes by foreign place chat na echre say to bata free bia na wo ne kọ ekro foforo so but sometimes it means say within the place that you are to free wo kro mu hono mu na kọ ekro foforo so na kọtena enti be hu say wo to bata ne kọ baby foforo suddenly everything changes. And then for some people, they would need to have a family first. Enti onya family that is when nane lack activate. Obi ohono ma be activate when they go to teach people. Obi ohono me krana wo lack activated by giving to a teacher. Obi a ochra de, obi a ochre nkwala de. The moment I wo be handi bibi de be manipa no, obi hu se na wo niema koye. Enti no sometimes ebi a wo nkan wo chat da. Wonim se ebi a o mi yese ya ne beboa me. Never mind. Adwena nkasa wo kwan a efa so guide nipa towards where they are supposed to go. Enu nti na adabi wo ha obehu se niema bi nka wo nhye da ampe but all of a sudden what thing can say to anamo na fakọ saa ebia no. Enti a lot of the time and omo lack ne activated by going to spiritual places, spiritual grounds no. Say nyama unya ebia spiritual place bi ko ebia be 2 days bi you do your prayers, you sit there, you pray, obeba back no obehu se na wo life no attending around. For some people ni say when it's related to ebia helping the broken obi oyare enti no obehu se wunya obi a oyare na afi wo boa na you feel very happy. Me say baby am Satan da no anytime I meye bibidi ama obi a or penny somebody who is even I used to even attract people that already had problems because I say they don't fit in society. Those are the people and usually they would tell me say when I'm around you I feel better, when I'm around you I want to do better. But by then I didn't even understand that something you can put a platter in your home baby a wote no wobetime de plate kakra bi festi wo dan nanim ho no mo se wote nka se bi ya hwe bibi a oyare ana usually no that is also connected to pets ebi a wokra woni anyemmoa you cannot keep anyemmoa kona kwahwehwe plate bi na festi wo dan ne nchen ho no mo na ya wo ma na wo de nuts ni beans ne ye kan say enema bi a emmoa etimi di bread na bibi edu ba bi a na we bibi e de egu ho no mo aboa de twam a ondidi odi na okwa a aboa no nim nipa kra na duane da ho a wadi all of that no easy enema bi e wo ye life woye obi so a woye mmoa emumu ya e wo se wujai because anema ne nyina e puti aye in many ways so woye mmoa emumu ya so if you have Saturn in Aquarius in your sixth house, then do that. You can do animals, you can do sick people, obi yaria. Sometimes you can give something to that person because then, and then this also means that you may not really get along well with them from who teachers and people with that and even gurus in Pony you may not sync with those people, no, but that's okay. Just feed the broken, feed the unconventional, feed animals. Unya buebi audi ye bibi manenako. One thing about Saturn that was 6,000. One ta punyare, it will give you that energetic body. No, oma one ta nyare. But yeah, usually the problem it gives you maybe related to your teeth and so you have to also take care of sai man. Enti se o wa hanom na ebia obi wo wa akwam wunya wo be ware but because of social media near no mo posting and now we worry ye na say enti because of that we say won worry. I can tell you that not marrying will not stop you from going through the problems. Allow yourself to do the things even if it will seem like failure to you, because you wouldn't say be a failure, but in the eyes of the cosmic, and ye failure at all. Almost sometimes we need to even fail. I say ye shri bibi ye shri adi kroni wiya and I say ye to me anye ni ye feel say oh nka ye come where we say ko ye but life ne say ye de sa brene de ato experience we've understood life no eti afi na ya tutu ye ne ye. And then for people Scorpio doors mo chat mo, a lot of the time you don't need anybody to come and give you the spiritual guidance. It's one thing they say ube say woji obi akwantra na kotia wo ba wa wo ye wo dia eboa wo eba ne sa na ye wa wo die momo bi wo ho no ma your luck is activated by your mother. Almost say send ye wo treat wo ma me no connected to how that luck eba to you. And for example, you can create your own tax you just leave it out there for the parent. It doesn't matter how bad or awkward when it's a parent no more relationship and especially so no, let me not be specific here, but a lot of the time no say no matter how painful now we experience with the parents and for some reason you feel like you need to connect more to this person. You're okay, so sometimes a little bit will want to say ebi amato bibi di abrewo and say bibia and I'm also molak no it goes with Gemini. On the Gemini energy ne doors no. A lot of the time say life you call here you need to get a car. Car. Me say I don't drive. My license and one is I finish one and me renew neither because I have some really bad planets for my third house. Before I made the license, the many accidents bear 2 or 3 women. So I told myself say because of this particular placement I don't want to stress myself with driving anxiety near there, so I don't do it at all. But so what Gemini wo chat mo, you don't have any stressful planet be at say be a Pluto na say Saturn be anywhere or stressful in terms of baby a wo be drive yafa, which is the third house ne wo Mercury ne ye fine. Listen, you have to get a car. The moment wo benya car no, a lot will change around you. Enema bebree besesa around you. Ebi mo wo ho no men so a forget about the car. Buy a new mobile phone. Wo be hu say the moment na wo benya phone foforo no, like phone na ye foforo no, and not a white mobile phone, because white mobile phone there in terms of what I've studied, you know, the color white and mobile phone ya na de ohaw kakra de ba. But koto phone na enye white, so you can go for black or blue or whatever. It's okay. But say ye fofra, ube won say the moment na ube to phone fofro no, na enye bi ahase say e change around you, because almost say sika pesika. Say oh yes, say what day wa hu hia no, every day you are going to look like sa hu hia na. Wo be attract situations so ye poor, ye bad. But if a part of your life no woma ehrenya obehu se na insatra ye bi so aba wo life enti ebi ho no ma wa study a wa hu se bi a se woma ma me bi sika o ma ni sika na enema hyase se e dane for you that person no ebi a fina so ana abosome aso no wo twam a just dane sa adekro na wukra no na fama nipa kro no don't think say bi a oh yes, na chese wo lose. It is only the people na omonti ewiase na se no e na omo hodi omo sika. Ebi ho no ma wote ho. Wo pe be ma ye bisa wo se be ma be na apa se me pe be ma o ye giver. Be ma obe ma me bi. Be ma obeboa me. But wan kasa se wo sika 20 cedis. Na se wo kon do ade 10 cedis mpo a wo se wo ntondi wo sie wo sika. So how do you attract be ma ono de obeba besuso so abede wo sa? Because you yourself, you are stingy with yourself, but what you say obi beba ono de ode ne sika ebebrew. So you need to start say wan kasa no, you are being kind to yourself. When you're kind to yourself, then it's easier for you to attract situations so be kind to you. It's men ye pepe, men yes asesika wo and then whenever you feel connected, ebi o obi atwa wo hwehia bi ampa sorry, but wo tinka wo mu say ko bia sacred go there. Okay. Me say me be and that sorry them. So I mean quite sorry nibi. I don't remember when I even went there. But I'm okay. But be a would the end ho. And yes of one intia. But the moment you enter a religious place, no, ubemusa activate bibi di amount. Intia you okay. Na wako. Men found so be beka say na so for ya kromfo na so so kwa enya ade anipa no okobo wepoaje usika wo oboto. They will ask you if you have it na wo de beko. Enti no whatever you feel say eno na a trigger asumdue wo mu ema wo that inner calmness no eyi wo anxiety free hono mo eboa ma we more concentrated, we more focused in life no. You should be going to those places no. Baby I draining one because people are struggling with their focus near there now because obie page we say sorry nye obia hanoma ahaso say abosom nye obia hanoma yesi we nye. Everybody is tagging their own belief near there ewo niema homa nkofo. It as long as we follow no we feel say ne ono ne ye no eno na we ya ebeboa wo a understand that no two charts are the same. Ebi ho no ma okotena baby aye bomu gunje na oba ne ho beto, but obi ho no ma baby e wo ye peaceful no e ho na oba ne ho to no. So choose your own kind of sacred space no for yourself. And then if you think say we mobile phone are we using the screen a crack it, o mobile phone ne kwa ne tebia ne nya papa kona koto phone for fry ye papa fama wo, because anytime that those things no aye basa no ema wo energy ne so ye stagnant. Anytime those things no ebe ye kama no na afi wo energy ne so aye fine. But on this note no okoto phone from this time they kobe first week of August no men koto phone bia because ye be she Mercury retrograde ase retrograde ne energy no okoto ade a related to phone ne ade a obewie no ebe say almost say do retrograde enipadada ba ya brabo mu we begin to hear from past people again ena omo a ye wo omo earlier this year no already also ya cut through your first retrograde enti sa first retrograde ne bi a ye wo March ye wo no sa March o birthday ni do ye no na Mercury already o connect. It means that Mercury energy net or chat ni mo afini nyina, so you will deal with past people near there during these times. Enti free every they call be first week of August no ye be sha ase say ye tinko for dadanka enipa bia ye hu o mache ne ade be sha ase so o mo frefre ya adwen na nkasa ko be sha ase say adwen ne madada ene ade during this time no ya enema a ehutimeka ye car phones ene ade enema ye de communicate ena ye be so da ye no na say ye wo past places ye be so da ye na ye ti school them ye try exams ye be so da ye na obi a wu na ye nenenam ye be so da ye na nkofo bi a ye hu o mache ena ye ha no ye hu bibisa na ye say oh na che say ya brabo sign echi da bi Mercury na ekonechi or be konechi nti ye won shadow face ni mu enti se planet na so konechi a it means that tu kwan a sha ase se wo de 30 minutes bi beto estimated time ene so say wo say wo kodu ho no mo 10 na so be fifie 9 afifie 8 because anything can happen on the road no answer wo di bedu ho no enti a period like that no na wa hwe wasiesie wo car ne ade ne ma wo de kasa di nkomo everything that relates to communication no wo say wo sha ase say wo ye ni yi na che say wo car so eno so ya another thing wo car was a shas yes afi o car so o fix enye sa wo na ma be hu say an even bigger problem akọ happen because ye wo Pluto so are all square mass and you know that transit ne a killer transit enye papa enti because say notice nti no say ya nhwe ye hu yie na say still na no ye de sa energy na kwa na chese ye benya problems bebre nti ube hu se wo computer break it down na wo niema bi break it down ne ade ye do Mercury retrograde enti ahwe yie na ya eboa na wo so da ye na wadamfo bi a wo hu ne 1926 1990 we hu ne wo da ye mu a enya ade abrabo ne set wo life ne back and set wo life back ye Mercury na ekonechi and because say Mercury na ye really ya adwene ye thoughts ni ye dwene ni ye kan ne ade nti obehu se ye da na afi adwene no so ekonechi enti ebre say no wa opese wo ye to say past life regression past life regression ne say wo betie bibi ebe hypnotize wo kakra na ede wa adwene ne be konechi so that it brings you sometimes some past memories bi ene ade especially obi ohonoma otimi ehwe the transcend come back like me mitie ekomechi na afie me hu enema different bi ne ade enti ebi ohonoma you may want to do a past life regression under Mercury retrograde your case say wo beye ebresa na ye nheda amfa nhye business ase wo business bi wani da so pa e bibi foforo afi na wo pese wo ye men sha ase Mercury retrograde because e nkohwe wo kohia obi na ne twemp na under Mercury retrograde after 3-6 weeks no transit ni twem wie po be hu se nipa na onka e wo bio e na wo boyfriend dada so sha ase so ohwehwe wo a enye because so do wuntia it has never got to do with love ebresa na as a planet na ekonechi ase ye nyina ya adwen ekonechi enti yote wa na wakai say me hu Florence achewo me hu Mavis achewo na nipa we kra nti o hye ho obe hu se wo wa na afi wa befrɛ wo ɔfrɛ no ne wo didi nkɔmɔ a na wo past feelings na hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛba back na wo sɛ me kai time na yɛkɔ ha no na wadi nkɔmɔ ɛyɛ wo sɛ o wanya wo dɔ bie a you have to be careful because nipa no obetwa mu kɛkɛ na wakɔ ɛnya ade a nipa korɔ no ɔsan ne waba abɛtena bio enti nipa wanwan bi na ɛyɛ a under saa mercury retrograde na ɛyɛ a ɔmutimi because ebe happen in the sign of cancer enti no ebi mu wɔ hɔ nom a because say ɛyɛ cancer no enti na kyerɛ sɛ nipa bebree na ɔmbɛhyɛ ase akɔ ɔmo kurom bebree they will be going back to their hometown this time no ɛna ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ a meka sɛ Mercury usually okay say be a past business be there fine but Mercury there until say Venus ne Jupiter it doesn't really bring money wan hwe ne yekro de ka ne bebrel because niema bebre atwa wo mahia betimi fall apart depending on aspects na obi make no fall apart a obi hu say na afi niema akoye style bi na wone nso ebetimi assign the saa depression the problem say now energy asem na make ebetimi the depression kakra de abrey nti ehu behia say yebehwe ye ho a lot of people na as you feel light to more rebel mo be disappointed because as obi a ditro bi a kyerɛ wo sane waye ne ma no in fact when ya anje kra enti old situation there we be encounter with so many. But if you are like me, but you are not like me too, Debbie Mika say don't do what I do. Then because I'm me chat unko na also chat unko. It is sometimes I may say things that work for me, but they may not work for you. And wo better baby I would dear wo na afi why ye working for you. And say one thing about life and say life no mpese yekoyechi because you see that these planets say na ye hwe Mercury with telescope ni mu a enye se Mercury no or konechi ankasa it is an illusion like optical illusion bi na so we will see that ayese or yesi but onye sa ohun enti no life no from our body and infiti ase no it is forward we go forward we go anytime I do be pass not say bibi wo where was say okotutu ne yie ntia enti say wo partner ba because say bibi wo where was say motutu ntia it doesn't mean you have to go and sit with the old no. And say if you are used to going back to your past, because you have too many attachments. Ebi oho no mama bi wachi a wudi ya wudenti. Enunti na wunti mintum fi ukuro no because you are attached to the food and the people so much that even though you know within your spirit says say we free woko baby for life may be different, but you decide to say no. Obeko eho no mono. Obeko eho because eho no na almost said the past is also familiar my comfort eho no question your failures question bibia so we are very comfortable going to the past no but past na ni bibia the mawo enti one thing there was say wo cut past na cut it clean don't carry the past into your future because set aside there obehun say there be a past ni bibesan atwa mu ewo wanim enti say wo to obo na wo tena se a obehun say wo fa obi oye bank manager next one I okofa no na ono so ye adwuma ma bibi it's related to finance the other one I okofa no you see that they are all connected in some way what shall I say because almost say you still have that past way no so you draw closer to and conform related to that past and so like women ye mudodo na no we go back for our fathers papa no so nya responsible abi who say mema okofa na they are not responsible because somehow we are still connected to that past no we are hoping say nke besesa nke bia enye sa but the past is not a place we be say okete so whenever something is taking you back there you have to be strong enough to say you know what I liked us during that time, but right now, I'm focused on something else. I want to say in during October, November, they say Venus be retrograde, retrograde as a baby na, be sister mo past boyfriends, obe won say pass now assign unity, pass now we unity. Sometimes ebi mo may go back, especially ni enke what say you worry no na afi be ma na anya na adwin yie no e kire say kwa na chi a obe yes okay obe fulfill that promise of marriage during that time but you will just be wasting your time with these past people and forward you go. The only time you look back is when there is something for you to fix. And yes, they are cutting. Now call wenim. And now looking at time and abono. So me draw cards for individual people. Honestly, I wouldn't be fair because I probably would do the reading for be a nipa ba could be pay. And I say me no be pay, which wouldn't be fair, right? And me draw general card for ye na. And then like I said, Mercury retrograding now fix your phone. And I say, obeto phone is so I meant to phone during this. I meant to phone computer and esa no meant to talk and no during this time because what there obesan lose before retrograde ni betwemo no obehun say wasan lose bio eti ehu ihia say obeto bibisa say mobile phone wo de twen retrograde ni twemo you can get an even better phone enye sa there odeka obeboka. All right. Yes, kakra. Sometimes our dreams don't mean anything. Sometimes now where did you mean? And they say, I remember I dreamt that me who will be abe na fepa abri fefe. It's minyanka jama me abe nkwan no so abe nkwan na maso ho daye no. But obi owa we ne nko ampo no hwehwe hu say me so da ye na me hu abe na abre efepa say sometimes your dreams don't mean nothing. Oda ye no it doesn't mean anything. Enye brebia na dreams na ye prophetic and premonition. Sometimes it's just a dream. Dream it away. Other times no abrabo na ebo wo nkaye but ne ebo wo nkaye no wow sorry you will have that feeling no sa say ebo wo nkaye it is this time no so Diana obeso Diana what classroom what try exams na when you breathing think you see bonsam ni hold me back bonsam ni hold me back life nesi no bonsam you hold you back ye Mercury na ekọ na echi eti menhwe we hu nkọ ne nam nkọtota anointing water ne anointing oil embe ye bibia emfama wo allow yourself to just be free. Mercury okọ na echi asa na ya oye obehu se wo hu ne ebe ye na wo kai break it down ne ade okay ya me the main video Mercury retrograde to ho. But for now, the other main broadcast three and me patch or mama so. So won't join me YouTube, won't subscribe here. You can do that for me. Me the entire session na me the toho. Me ebe end the 23rd of July. But I almost said there is a pre-shadow and then a post-shadow. Sometimes you are astrologers so say a shadow period near 2 weeks, but me no from what I've learned from my studies me who say a shall 3 weeks before the actual Mercury retrograde almost say we say be happen 29th of June na shall say and then 23rd of July which is about 3 weeks or so but astrologically this one should take us like 3 here 3 there 3 there post shadow no so sure then it's like 7 weeks as 7 na come one 7 until the energy will be dragging it's more cry June and July that is say momodo na no you will be dealing with this energy obehu say weda na waso pass on tias obeka say ya so be to metro obi anto wedro ye ha no it is the superstition ena ehaye and sometimes the things are wujidi woman and no one ya a manifest. So if we can let go of that negative no too negative dodo. Sometimes we think that the worst is going to happen, but it's simple. I tell you all the time, the things that we worry about, they won't happen. And stop worrying about your troubles and start celebrating the little wins now. Tiny victories, nkete na wetimi achieve no. If near we ya ne se woda sorry wetimi anante kakra, it's fine. If you cry now, about a year ago you were not able to even stand up, people, especially those of you that are dealing with things that will be any more shame, but you just go to sleep with it, you wake up with it. Life and say there is no need for you to worry over sao troubles. You should rather celebrate in kitten. And on we are sure the medrosses of ones. Okay, let's just see. I think you just want the ones. I like the ones, but sometimes I am a major arcanis, no me pay no more than the minor ones. All right. And let's just draw 3 cards for all of us. Nayen Sheni Abraboni wa or the Maye, and then thank you so me ba for the support and everything. And they say na me se me live session, no, but I don't know, for some reason I just saw that Rebecca Bear wanna be answer, so I decided that nyashe mamindro nisa membra sa yeah, so mamba 3 cards to me. Infinite Spirit, the message that universe have for all of us that is supposed to know. That is supposed to hear. 3 cards on the message that universe have for all of us. Hey, why not us your pieces of one so? Hey, what's this of words the day wamba? Wamba. This is of ones, no. Wamba. Infinite Spirit. 1 card only. 1 message. As universe have for us. Okay. Oh. One card on a message this universe for us. I think that more pieces of ones in a day. That is the energies that you wanted, but life is bringing you something else. Abraham say no way, no source of ones. 1 card only. No message this universe for you. Okay. I'm trying to get as many angel cards as possible. 1 card. 1 message this universe for all of us. If I told when you're reading that now the person will be reading now. Yeah, birth chart reading. And me do date of birth me share past life, me share current life, career possibilities, relationship matters or personality. And I say it be a person yen sha finimu no e de be na wom emu nye. We look at the energies and then it be a person be card reading or questions be. Person who say be a the enemy to one or more, what would the outcome be? We can draw cards to figure that out. To the person be you reading as well. My number apart from sa number, mini number be and I may so member send a message. Send me who be wo hunti brana me share mount will be yes a scam. My number is 0500326799. 0500326799. Nti ya na wahye nso ema obi ndada won do sika. Share sometimes we want something ebema yebe feel say as a abundance messages. For some reason TikTok doesn't allow me to do that too. Me nya yes me comment here. Me the comment ne to okra no beka say weyi e dey free hono. I don't know. Me ankasa I'm learning. I think I'm too old for TikTok and no. I'm learning, so I'll get there. My number is 0500-326799. And then when me saying message I penny ye pesa abrabonica say abundance. Shall life and say a lot of us no ye face reality your life currently, you know. I had to say the deception na da ne atro na ye de ye ho twere no na ono no kre ni nyina beda ho. We've come to understand that these are lies because the lies have been exposed. Ebi ohono ma na the lie was that you thought to say be somebody is the cause of your own problem. Ebi ohono ma na wo dwen say ade bia no yes okay, reality. So yes, we got the moon card, related to secret, and it's upside down. So we are seeing that these are being exposed. It's like abrabone maya ye aware of near element in this life. Abrabone maya ye aware of a near ma enona emaya brabona say catch we maya huchri ye emaya ninja. And the reality it may look like it be a difficult now, but life and say yetimi embrace sa ni abrabone chire ye ya. Then we will be able to end your suffering, because we see that for a lot of you, I say, oh, what's one and the more you lie to yourself, the more you keep yourself in misery. For some people, if it's relationship, we see here that maybe there is a third party. Ewo situation nimo. Enti anya relationship nipa kro na emi so wo bi wo ana waware or different person wo, but you are still lying to yourself that nipa way or do abraboni si no way. You need to be very real with yourself. Face the truth. No kreno manindedi. This is a situation you are not happy with. Say nipa krono sani one wasetinati no weni nje hu. You are not happy. Enti life and say weni nje hu ninti no se wutu anamonwa. Here you will be able to end your struggles. Enti se when timi anye real with yourself there, then it will be harder for you to end your struggles. Enti no life and say every situation bia wo mu a eye na da situation e bia wa woni nipa wo ho wonim se nipa yi onowo ana obi foforo wo ho, but you keep on lying to yourself ne wo kan se wo besesa abrabo ne se da bi on sesa enti se wo hu sa reality we yi a eno beboa ma afi wo house wati enti no wa wo go through sika challenges or na da ne atre wo ho ne se sika na ebi a wo se no wo kwan bi so, but you don't want to be real with yourself. Abrabo ne se wo ye real with yourself na wo take the right steps wo betimi ada ne sa wo sika ho kire no enti ebre we no etro bi wo ho no ma wo di akire a eno na ha wa abrabo ne se wo yi sa atro ni free ho no ma na afi wo so no kure ni mu a wo betimi afri sa obre ne ahokyere ne yare na abeda wo so. So we should now be honest with ourselves. Yembisa ye ho say e de be na me ya me a minim sa ade we enya no kure, but still me kure mu den because me suro ni afoforo beka. Life and say you need to be truthful, like be real with yourself, face your reality no. Eno beboa na afi abrabo ne so say kwaje afutuo so ehu behia obi a wo gidie woni monoko na kwaje afutuo woni pa ne ho ebeboa wo afi life ne se wo bie wa komemu a abrabo ne be respond to ne ewu hia no. Se wo bie wa komemu a abrabo no be respond to ne ewu hia no. enti sa afei enema na ese wabrabo na wa wonim se ese wabrabo but o da wo ho ebi a relationship enye mma wo obi wo nipa na brabo but still wo da wo ho ebi wo ho no ma bibi a wo di ana bibi a wo ye na towo ha wo ne de ma wo a abrabo ne say sa afei wo ye real with yourself na wo jai sa tro na wa ma no ahye watare animu a wo betimi ade wo ho wo be free saa wo ha wo na wo mu no afei wo free saa wo ha wo na wo mu no a na wo bie wa koma mu a abrabo ne say enema betimi asesa within the next few weeks no enema bebre be sha ase say esesa you will be able to get the help and support from other people into your life. And where you need changes, make the changes. Meant na ho na wo nka se obi na eye wo, obi na ese wo. When you know say bibi wo ha wo ya, eno na ama wo niema yesa. Abrabo ne say make those changes e better wo ha wo ne so. Enti enkofo so ebi a na wono no kre bia bededi wuntimi nsomu because no kre na adedi na ma se wanim je wo ho nto wo ubenya anka still electronic ntonko so abrabo ne se dabi you need to be real with yourself, face the reality, let go of sa de krona ha wo no eno na be ma se wa ho kire no free wo so medase edini ye fia maame obepese mehwe wo chat ama wo a obetimi afre me 0500 326799 0500 326799 me number na eno a na ye WhatsApp eno a na ye bibia me da se ebra so se me kofa efia wo school ntino hopefully I'm able to do this tomorrow because now I think that I may have morning no let's just wait and see. That's it will be answer. Why? Bye bye. I love you so much. I love you so much for the support. I'm so